Hello there, scholars. Welcome back. I hope you guys are relaxed and you're ready for this last 10 weeks that we have left, and we are going to finish strong. Today, we're going to be doing lesson one. We're March the 22nd, 2021, and our goal is to get a 90 or higher on every end of module. Our objective for today says, I can classify shapes based on defining attributes. So let's go ahead and look at our key points. And here we have our key points. Let me go ahead and get my highlighter. It says what? Well, what do we need to know? Well, we're going to need to know what corners are. And corners are where the sides of a shape meet. Those are the corners of a shape. Attributes are a big word, and it's also an objective. Attributes is characteristics of a shape, how you describe a shape. And today we're going to describe our shapes by describing its corners and its sides. And then also a side. The side of a shape are these right here where you see the word side. So this shape right here has 4 sides, as you can see, everywhere the word side is at. Well, how are we going to do that? 2 simple steps. We're going to identify and label to show how many corners. So remember, the corners is where 2 sides of a shape meet. So right here, we're going to identify and label. So we're going to see for this shape, it has 1, 2, and 3 corners. So there we can say that the attribute of this shape is that it has 3 corners. Next, we are going to identify and label to show how many sides. And the sides, remember, it's this. So it's 1, 2, 3. So we can say this shape also has 3 sides. It has 3 corners and 3 sides. So make sure you have your whiteboards or something to practice on or a paper ready. Let's go ahead and start. So today we're going to explore shapes. We're going to explore open shapes and closed shapes. Can you remember what the difference between an open shape and a closed shape is? Think back at what you learned in kindergarten. So the difference is that with an open shape, that there's an opening, right? Like right here, you can see the example. Like this is an open shape because it has an opening right here. This one has an opening right here. And then a closed shape, it has no opening to get out. There's an inside and an outside for a closed shape. So they all meet. If you can see, there's no way you can get in or no way you can get out. All the sides meet together. So remember that difference. How would you describe this shape? What can you tell me about this shape right here? Can you draw this exact same shape on top of your blank paper? Go ahead and draw it really quick. Shouldn't take you that long. So how can you describe it? Is it an open or a closed shape? Get ready. Yes, it's a closed shape because there's no opening and all the sides meet together, right? So now, draw a dot at the corners where each set of ends meet. Remember, a corner is where 2 sides meet. Your pencil and your marker's parked. And let's repeat after me. Remember, a corner is where 2 sides meet. What is a corner? Get ready. Yes, where 2 sides meet. So go ahead and put a dot on every corner of the shape you drew. Just like I did right here. 1, 2, 3. How many corners does this shape have? Get ready. Yes, 3 corners. So let's do another one. How about if I draw this shape right here? Let's go ahead and figure out with me how many corners this shape has. Well, has 1, 2, 3. Can you draw a shape with another shape with 3 corners? I'll give you 10 seconds. Go. And your pencils are parked. You're sitting up tall. Very good. Make sure that your shape that you drew only has 3 corners. Remember, it's where 2 sides meet. Now, go ahead and make this shape. I'll give you 1 minute. So, go ahead and label with dots the corners of a shape. How many corners does this shape have? Get ready. Yes, 4 corners. So we can tell that one of the attributes of this shape is that it has 4 corners. Remember to use a math term. And attributes is what we use, the characteristics that we use to describe a shape. So one of the attributes of the shape is that it has 4 corners. What is one of the attributes of the shape? Get ready. Very good. So now listen, your pencil or marker should be parked. The shapes we have made have 2 attributes or characteristics in common. What are they? So look at the first shape. What is one attribute that this shape has? That it has how many corners? Get ready. Yes, that it has 3 corners. And how many sides does this shape have? Get ready. Yes, 3 sides. So we can say that this shape has 3 corners, which are the dots, and 3 sides. So those are the attributes of this shape. Now let me see if you can do this one on your own. What is one of the attributes of this shape right here? How many corners does it have? Get ready. Yes, 3 corners. How many sides does it have? Get ready. Yes, 3 sides. Very good. Can you tell me 2 attributes for this shape? Get ready. If you said that it had 4 corners, you are correct. And if you said that it had 4 sides, you are also correct. Way to go. So the attributes of these shapes right here is that they all have 4 corners and 4 straight sides. Those are the attributes. Now try drawing some of these shapes. Very good. So I hope you got your practice in drawing some of these shapes. Now look at these shapes again. All of these shapes have 4 straight sides, which we can all see. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. This one also 1, 2, 3, 4. So right here, they all have 4 straight sides and 4 corners, right? Like we had said. So let me just go ahead and label the sides so we know these are our sides. So we know that these have 4 straight sides and 4 corners, but some of these corners are special because they're called a square corner or an L-shaped corner, as we will call them. So let's go ahead and find these special corners. Do you want to come and help me? Yes. Okay, so ready? I need you listening and I need your eyes watching so you can help me find these L-shaped corners. So they're called L-shaped corners because they make the shape of an L. And we all know what an L looks like, right? It looks like this. Even if we flip it upside down, it looks like this, right? Well, let's see if we can find these corners. So here, can we make an L? Yes, so this shape has an L-shaped corner. Let's check the other corner. Can we make another L? Yes. How about this side? Is it an L? Yes, it's just facing differently, right? Like this. How about for this side? Can we make an L? Yes, these are our L-shaped corners. Now, look at the difference on this shape. So, oh, wait, let me erase because I wanted to make an L, right? But you can't always make an L. So I'm going to do it with a pen so that you can see. Is this an L? No, you got to look very closely. You got to use your detective eyes. Because if you can see right here, my L is slanted. It's not a straight L like this, right? Like these L's right here. For example, look at this L right here too. Is that an L? No, that is not an L. If we were to make an L, I'm going to make it in another color so that you can see the difference. This would be an L right here. So do you see? The blue is our L and the red is the one that the shape makes. So is this corner an L-shaped corner? Get ready. No, right? So this shape does not have a special corner. Right here, this shape had 4 special corners. This one does not have special corners. Look at this one right here too. Let me go ahead and go back to the red so that you can see. Is this an L? No, right? It is not an L. So this shape does not have special corners. That doesn't mean that it has no corners. It still has 4 corners, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. It still has 4 corners, but they're just not special corners. How about this shape? Let's look at this one. Is this an L? Yes. Let's do this side. Is this an L? Yes. Very good. How about here? Yes. And how about here? Yes. So this shape also has 4 special corners because they make an L. Now, look at this shape right here. So we said this was not an L because it's slanted right here. If it would be an L, let me do it with another color so you can see the difference. It would look like this, right? But it's not. So now let's go ahead and trace this one. And look at this one, everyone. Is this an L? Yes, right? That is an L. So it has 1 special corner. How about this one? Look at this one. Is this an L? Yes, right? So it has 2 special corners. But how about this? Is that an L? No, because does not make the shape of an L. Because if it would look like this. So you see how the blue line is more straight than the red line? So this shape only has 2 special corners. But again, just because they don't make the shape of an L doesn't mean the shape has no corners. It still has 4 corners. All of these shapes have 4 sides and 4 corners. What are the attributes of this shape? That it has 4 sides and 4 corners. How many sides? Get ready. How many corners? Get ready. Yes, it's just that some corners are special corners, or they're also called square corners. Why? Because if you can see, you can also make a square with them. You see how this special corner, you can make a square? Even if you would do it with the ones that are not special, you could tell. Because if you do this, you cannot make a square with those corners. So make sure you're on the lookout because some shapes have special corners. They make the shape of an L. Okay? So today we learned that we can describe a shape by its attributes. That means by how many sides it has or by how many corners it has. So that's what we need to look at today. So make sure that you are ready. We are going to be working with Pear Deck today on our first day back. So make sure that you're ready to log into Pear Deck and that you're also logged into Teams. Can't wait to see you all.